Hare Krishna, everyone. So let's start with prayers. Nama Om Vishnu Padhaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Prachadini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshakarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, welcome you all for this Ganesh Chaturthi very special session. And I wish you a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi for you and your family members. So let's start the learnings for today's sessions. Like recently we had celebrated Janmashtami, and this month and the previous last month, a series of festivals. And every festival has got its own message, its own lessons for all of us to learn. And let's learn what lessons we can imbibe from this wonderful festival, Ganesh Chaturthi. So, as we all know, throughout India, many people actually celebrate, right? Because it is like kind of a heartbeat for so many devotees in India. What is this festival? So let's understand today what are the lessons we can learn from this festival. In general, if you see, many people celebrate the festival in such a way that they will have some nice sweets or nice food, nice music, and like this, there is one way of celebration. But we, practitioners of Krishna consciousness, we also should know the deep meaning why we need to celebrate. Otherwise, it is just on the social customs that we need to celebrate festival. So let's get into more details and learn some of the life lessons from today's festival. So we all know that Lord Ganesh has got many names, and one of the names is called Vigneshwara. Vigneshwara means is the Lord of all obstacles. He'll remove all obstacles for whatever we get in our devotional life. And especially Ganesha is very famous. This is called Vigneshwara. And just let me tell you a very important story which has happened in our scriptures. So the 5,000 years ago, right, the Veda Vyasa, he was contemplating then what is that? How to deliver the people in general, especially in Kali Yuga. It is said Kali Yuga is a combination of so many faults. Kaler dosha nite rajan. So many ocean of faults. And also it is said the symptoms of calligraphy. What is that? Prayena alpayushu. Their duration of life is very short. And their memory is also very short. And not only that, mandha sumandha matayo manda bhagyo upadritaha. So what is that? Mandha sumandha. Manda means they're very lazy. Lazy in what? Lazy in spiritual understanding. Even though they may be active in achieving a lot of material stuff that is with reference to the body, but they are coming to the concept of the soul and Atma or spiritual realization. They're very dull-headed, manda. Manda, sumanda matayo. Even though somebody, okay, let me start some spiritual life, they're sumanda matayo, they're misguided. Like we see, there are so many people, they follow different systems. They want to progress in spiritual life, different processes, but it actually will not take you to any means. Not that all that glitters is gold. Not that all white color liquid is called milk. So people are getting misguided. So this is the symptom of the Kali Yuga, the qualification of the people in the Kali Yuga. Mandha, sumanda matayo, manda bhagya. Manda bhagya means they are unlucky. They're unfortunate. Because even though they want to practice a spiritual life, there is no guidance. And there are a lot of difficulties and challenges. Right? Somebody is very strictly want to follow, but a lot of distractions and deviations from the mind and from the technology. They don't know how to control all this stuff. And then at last it is said, they're all upadritaha. They are, every person is disturbed too much. They don't know how to manage the stuff, right? So that's why these are all the symptoms or characteristics of the people in the Kali Yuga. Especially, their ayuhu is very less, and also they cannot remember. That's why Srila Prabhupada says, if you want to remember in this age of Kali, means remember to write. The moment you write anything, that means you're able to remember. So Veda Vyasa is so compassionate in all the people in the Kali Yuga. Because still 5,000 years, the only way of receiving the knowledge is by Shruti, by hearing the scriptures, by hearing from the Guru spiritual master. And now that hearing has dwindled, people not able to hear and understand and grasp it and then try to practice, it's very, very tough. So that's why it is mentioned, they have to write it down. And once they write down, so they can able to refer whenever they want it. So that's why Veda Vyasa, with a lot of compassion, he actually thought, let me write all the essence of the Vedas, scriptures. And he also wanted to write because they're not very active in the Kali Yuga people, because a lot of philosophies, Vedanta, and aphorisms are very difficult for them to comprehend and understand. So that's why he thought, let me write all the scriptures in a story form, you can see here. So he thought, the Veda Vyasa, let me write the entire, this matchless Mahabharata to all the people in Kali Yuga in a story form, so that people can able to understand and relate it, and also they can have a greater change in their life, and they can achieve the purpose of life. And that thought has come, and also without much grammar and all this technical stuff. So when the thought came to Veda Vyasa, then immediately he realized, okay, I will narrate all these scriptures, the Mahabharata, but who is that capable person who can write without stopping? Then immediately approached Lord Brahma, right? And approached Lord Brahma, and then Lord Brahma suggested you must go to one of the great personality, and that is Lord Ganesh. The moment the Vedavyasa heard that, he was so happy that, oh, Lord Ganesh is actually very qualified, he is knowledgeable, and he is also very, very having highest intelligence, and he can make the things possible. And if you can go to him, he is a right scribe for you. And he is a immaculate scribe, he is a spotless, he is an errorless scribe. The scribe, now Ganesha acted as a scribe. Now Vedavyasa came to Ganesha and then asked, my dear Ganesha, is it possible for you to write? And Ganesha, the moment he heard that, because the whatever activity Vedavyasa is doing, is not doing for his selfish agenda, is doing for the Loka Kalyan, is doing for the welfare of the whole universe. And the moment Ganesha heard that, immediately with a lot of enthusiasm, he listened. And it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. But to the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Actually, it is said in the scriptures, the Bhagavad Gita, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Bhajantaste Addravahu. So what is that? The devotees in general, they always want to hear the glories of the Lord. They always want to chant the glories of the Lord. Now, Ganesha being a great devotee of Lord Krishna, right? He was so happy that I'm getting an opportunity to hear, and immediately accepted that service. And then now he is about to say, yes, I'm ready. And he also said Ganesha, then Veda Vyasa actually mentioned two conditions to Ganesha. And the condition number one is that when I'm going to narrate the pastimes of the Lord, the stories of the Lord, you should never stop. Your pen should never stop. There's the first condition. And the second condition, which Veda Vyasa told Ganesha, is that whatever I narrate, you must understand perfectly, absolutely, and then pen it down. These two conditions. And Ganesha was so happy to hear this. This is what I wanted. Just like a hungry man is waiting for the food, like that, a soul which is enriched with the spiritual qualities is always eager to hear more and more and more and more and more about the Lord. Shravanam, Kirtanam. They want to hear more and more. Like Ganesha was so happy. And then Ganesha also he also given one condition to Vedavyasa. So what is that condition? Because we can see the enthusiasm condition. So what is the condition to Vedavyasa? He said, my dear Vedavyasa, definitely I'm going to follow the two conditions, whatever you said, but you must not stop the narrations. So this is the condition. Because the devotees, they feel so excited. And this is the condition. Vedavyasa also so thrilled after hearing this. And both of them actually accepted this, and they started, the Ganesha started writing, and Vedavyasa started narrating the beautiful pastimes of the Lord. And Ganesha was absorbed completely, his understanding, his writing. And once he's writing, because that time they use a scribe. So the pen, when Ganesha was using, and immediately when he was writing with a lot of ecstasy, the pen broke. And that time they used so many leaves to write, not like today's the printing press is easy, but that time it's very, very tough actually to write. You have to understand the speed of the Vedavyasa, whatever narration is saying, and he was writing, and he's immediately the pen got that spontaneously. What Ganesha has done is something amazing. Immediately he broke his, took the dust, put in the ink, and this act actually, whatever the Ganesha has done, Vedavyasa and even Lord Brahma, they were completely astonished and impressed by the act of Ganesha. Actually, here we can learn a lot of lessons from this. And now Vedavyasa was so thrilled and happy that Ganesha did this sacrifice. And then like that, about 1 lakh verses have been written by Ganesha. Now from this, we can learn lessons. There are 4 lessons actually we can learn from this very, very short and sweet pastime. And the very first lesson we can learn from this is that, see, when the Vedavyasa asked to Ganesha, can you do the service for the Lord? Immediately so accepting, so happy. That means even in our life, the opportunity knocks on our doors. And immediately we should grab that opportunity. With reference to this, there is a wonderful verse from the 7th canto of Bhagavatam by Prahlad Maharaj actually says. Prahlad Maharaj, we all know, is a great devotee. He gives his own opinion, very wonderful opinion. What is that? Manye means I consider, it's my opinion. Manye dhanabhijana rupa tapasru taujaha. People are actually searching for dhana, riches. Dhana abhijana, they want a lot of followers. Dhana, abhijana, rupa, beautiful form they want. Manye dhanabhijana rupa tapa. They will do lot of austerities. Whatever they want to achieve, austerities they will do. Tapasru taujaha, they will have a lot of knowledge, shruta. Knowledge, education, and ojaha, they may have a lot of sensory power. Manye dhanabhijana rupa tapashru taja teja bhala prabhava. Teja means they also might have a lot of bodily effulgence, and prabhava, they may influence so many people. Bhala, they will have a lot of strength. Bhala. And then buddhi yoga, they may practice with a lot of intelligence, buddhi yoga. But Naradhanam Bhagavan. So these all will not satisfy Bhagavan Krishna. It will not satisfy. Bala will not satisfy. Rupa will not satisfy. Dhana will not satisfy. Abhijana will not satisfy. Shruta will not satisfy. So what is that is satisfying to Lord Krishna? That is mentioned by Prahlad Maharaj. And what is it that is satisfying Lord Krishna? All these things will not satisfy. Oh, I have a beautiful body. Can I not satisfy Krishna? No. You cannot satisfy. I got great knowledge of Vedas. Can I satisfy? No. I got a lot of strength. Can I satisfy Krishna? No. I got sensory power. Can I satisfy? No. Then what is that you can satisfy? Now the Prahlad Maharaj says, Bhaktatutosha Bhagavan Ajayuta Paya. What is that will satisfy Krishna is the loving devotional service will please Krishna. Just like how Gajendra has done. Gajendra was in, the elephant, the king of the elephant, Gajendra, he was in so much trouble. When the Lord was coming, even though he was in pain, he was giving that flower to the Lord. And Krishna, the Vishnu, was accepting that. Gajayuta Paya, he is giving example. That means whenever you perform service to the Lord is satisfied. Not with your buddhi, not your teja, not your ojas, not your bala, not your rupa. Nothing else can satisfy the Lord. And this is the lesson actually Ganesha is teaching. The moment he got the service opportunity, immediately said, yes, I'm ready for it. This is the very first lesson we all should do. Right? And the second lesson we can learn from this short pastime is that Ganesha, the Lord Ganesha, has got enthusiasm to render service. That's why it is said the enthusiasm is a contagious. Utsaha Dairyaha Nishchaya. Even Rupa Goswami says this Utsaha is very important. Not that when service comes, I will just become little, hazy and come on, okay, I will think, let others to do. No, with a lot of enthusiasm we can see. He accepted it. And we can see that enthusiasm how? When he has given the condition, Vedavyasa gave 2 conditions, and Ganesha also gave condition. Oh, you also should not stop, my dear Vedavyasa. Don't stop. Let's have this game. You speak. I will also write. See what an enthusiasm. This is the spirit actually required in devotional service. Ganesha actually exhibited this. And the third lesson actually we can learn from this is that, so when Ganesha was writing, it's not that it's very rosy parts. Right? Even though he's absorbed nicely in writing, our life is not always rosy paths. We are going to encounter troubles and obstacles, stumbling blocks, just like the Ganesha has got. There are stumbling blocks. And what is that? Oh, my pen is broke now, so let me stop. Okay, Vedavyasa, you also stop? No. What he has done? He actually exhibited the quality of a devotee. Devotee is the one, he is unstoppable. Like Prabhupada is unstoppable. So many difficulties, so many obstacles he has got. Like Prahlad Maharaj, unstoppable. So many obstacles. But still, they achieve whatever is supposed to be done. So like that here, immediately Ganesha broke his trust. He's teaching a lesson for all of us that it is, even though you're doing the great work, even the great personalities are doing, it's not that you will never encounter troubles. Even Pandavas encounter the troubles. Everybody has encountered the troubles. Right? Even Narada Muni encountered the troubles when he's doing the services. He got cursed by Daksha Prajapati. But still, he is unstoppable. So like this, another third lesson we can learn is that even the life will throw so many barriers, so many difficulties. Don't put one circle and sit there and cry, oh my God, what's happening for me? No, just get out of it and try to seek for the solutions. Those people are called as go-getters. They will finish the work, finish the task, especially the task given by the God. They don't want to stop. So this is one more lesson we can learn from Ganesha, from this pastime. And the last one we can see, because this last lesson is very, very important. Why? Because in this world, there are 2 classes of people. One is selfish, another one is selfless. Very, very, very rare and hard to find selfless souls. That means they sacrifice their own comforts for others. And Ganesha actually did that. He sacrificed his comfort, he broke his tusk. He actually followed Lord Shiva, his own father's path. Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambho. Lord Shiva also did the same thing. He was selfless. He exhibited that quality. He sacrificed his own comfort. What happened when the Samudra Manthan happened at Hala Hala? When that poison had come, entire world became trembled. What's going to happen now? Everything is becoming poisonous. Now Lord Shiva came. He said, I am going to drink that poison. I will take that risk. I will sacrifice my life. And he put that Hala Hala in his throat. And that's why it's called as a Nilakanta. Now the same thing Ganesh also exhibited. Yes, I will break my trust. See? Now, that means we should always not just live for me, I and me, I and me, I and me. No. We should also think for others. We should have extended compassion and think. And Srila Prabhupada's spiritual master, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, what is the best thing you can do for others if at all if you want to do? Because Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that is in this entire world, everything is abundantly available. Everything is available to enjoy materially. Everything is available, but only one thing is not available, that is Krishna consciousness. And it is our duty to spread Krishna consciousness. And that is for selfless service. And that's what Ganesh has done and is executed all of us. So such a wonderful lessons we can learn from the qualities and the character of Lord Ganesha on this auspicious day. So now when the Ganesha was writing, actually, he has written the glorious Bhagavad Gita even. Right? That's in the Mahabharata, the Bhagavad Gita is there. Ganesh actually written that. And that's if you really want to please Lord Ganesha, you must actually read Bhagavad Gita. Right? So when we read Bhagavad Gita, then Ganesha also will be pleased. And he will bestow all kind of benedictions which can help us to reach Krishna very, very quickly. He will remove all our obstacles. This is called Vigna Hatha, the one who removes all the obstacles to reach our destination to Krishna. Right? So that's about the Ganesha, about this pastime. Let's go ahead and see the next slide. Yeah, here one of the definition we all should know, otherwise we'll get confusion. So what is the position of Devata? So the Devatas are the one, they are administrators of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just like we have a Prime Minister in India, and there are so many other ministers, and there are different positions, they all will help the Prime Minister. Like that, all these 33 crore Devatas are going to help the managerial affairs of the Supreme Personality of God. So now everybody, all the Devatas, including Ganesha, they know what is their position. We should not get misunderstood. When you treat a minister, a cabinet minister, as a president of country, it will be a big offense. So like that, when you treat Devata as a supreme personality of God, it's a big offense. That's why we should be careful. Even the Ganesha also will not feel happy. So many people don't know the difference. They think that everybody is God, everybody is supreme. No, everybody has got a position. So Ganesha's position with Devata is always, a great devotee of Lord Krishna and Narasimha. So, right, that was the position of the Ganesha. So let's see now another slide next. So that we have understood the deal between Vedavyasa and the reason behind Lord Ganesha's tusk growth, that also we discussed. And Vaishnavanam Yatashambhu is also discussed. And yes, so next, one more short pastime I would like to say that there is also very, very interesting pastime that the Ravana, he is known for his abilities, his power, his talents, his skills, and he trembled whole universes, and everybody used to get scared, right? So, but even though Ravana is like that, but his attitude and character is not at all good. So here, many people actually have the followers even to Ravana by seeing his abilities and talents. But these talents and abilities defines a person's competence, not his character. Competence is different from the character of the person. You may have high competitive personality, but if your character is wrong, then everything is lost. So now, in this pastime, you will hear how the Ravana learned a lesson, and also how Ganesha actually is teaching another lesson to all of us. So here in this pastime, what had happened? The mother of Ravana, the Kaikis, she was doing the worship to the Shivalinga near to the ocean. She was worshiping, but the ocean waves used to come and takes off, that swallows the Shivalinga every time whenever she worships. And immediately she thought, oh, my son is very powerful, so I will tell my son, oh, my dear son Ravan, go to Kailas and directly get the Atmalinga of Lord Shiva. Now the Ravan, after got a request from the mother, he felt so happy and jubilant and said that, yes, I can do anything for you, my dear mother. And he went to Kailas. Now what he has done, he went to the Kailas, directly would have requested and pleaded Lord Shiva, but he wanted to show his power. So what he has done, he started lifting and shaking up the Kailash. And Lord Shiva noticed that. Immediately, Lord Shiva, he wanted to teach a lesson to this Ravan. And what he has done, Lord Shiva, he actually pressed with his left thumb of the feet, and he knocked down the entire Kailash. And he got stuck now, Ravana got stuck under the Kailash, right? And then, with the very heavy pain, the Ravana started offering a lot of prayers to Lord Shiva. Shiva Tandava. He actually prayed this so much. In that different words he used, and he's exhibiting, trying to show his power and trying to tell that, oh Shiva, you are great, and like this, everything, a lot of the Shiva Tandava is actually recited, and because Lord Shiva is Ashutosha, is easily satisfied with his devotees. And immediately Lord Shiva came and he showered his blessings. And what do you want, Ravan? And Ravana said, oh, I want Atmalinga directly. Then Lord Shiva understood, actually is asking not the right thing, but anyhow, since he promised, okay, let me give. But Lord Shiva told, you should take this wherever this Lord Shiva, the Atmalinga you keep, then and there it will stop. So be careful. And he says this, Lord Shiva, in this us. Now the Ravana takes that Atmalinga and he's traveling. So he's traveling, and all these devatas, everybody noticed. And now what they were thinking, that if this Ravana gets this Atmalinga, he will may disturb more and more this entire universe. So this should not happen. Now the great says Narada Muni was inspired by Lord Vishnu, and then Narada Muni actually approaches the Ganesh and requests, can you please go and solve this? Somehow we should not give this Atmalinga to Ravana. And then Ganesha will come, is disguised like a cowherd man, and he was tending the calves, and then came near to the little forest, and there's a ocean, there's a water, and then immediately Ravana was traveling. Now Ravana thought it's become evening now. Now I need to do my Sandhya Vandana, so let me try this. Now where to do, what to do now, this Atmalinga, where can I keep? So you can see here next picture. Yeah, this is the Atmalinga. Lord Shiva hand over the Atmalinga to Ravana. Yeah. So now the coward boy, that Ganesh in disguise, and he comes there, roams there, and then Ravana happened to see him. He calls, hey, Mr. Boy, come here. So can you hold this for some time? And I'll just finish my Sandhya Vandana and come. And then he was holding that. Then he also said that, please don't keep this down. I'll just come. Now, already the Ganesha knows the evil intention of Ravana, right? So what he has done is that, now, okay, I'm going to call 3 times, Ravana, like that. If you don't come, I'm going to keep this down, right there. And he agreed for that. And then Ravana went for his Sandhya Vandan. And now immediately Ganesha started calling, Ravana, 3 times he called. And he did not return, and immediately kept the Atmalinga, the Shivalinga, in got fixed. And Ravana came, he chastised, rebuked the Ganesha, and Ganesha immediately vanished in that place. So here the lesson is that Ganesha is Vigna Harta. He removes obstacles. He also called Vigna Harta. He also creates obstacles for the people who follows Adharma. He wants to protect, Ganesha wants to protect the entire universe, and especially the devotees of him. So the lesson from this pastime we can learn is that Lord Ganesha, or the devotees of the Lord, always interested to establish the dharmic principles. If somebody is trying to break the principles, right, of the dharma, they will go away. Ganesha is trying to give the good things for those people who does the dharma principles. He will remove all the obstacles. And the same Ganesha also creates obstacles if you're trying to break. That's what is said by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Charitamrita. What is the responsibility and business of a devotee? The business of a devotee is that dharma stapana hetu sadhura vyavahara. A devotee is always should establish the dharma. Take an example of Mahabharata, that Karna and Duryodhana. You cannot have a friend who does always adharma, you try to support. No. You should not have such kind of a friendship. Better to give up that. You should, if somebody is doing wrong, you must question that. Dharma sthapana hetu sadhura vyavahara. The business of sadhu is to establish the dharma. And this is what Ganesha was teaching. Now here Ravana is, for the Dhurbuddhi, in the thought, he wanted to take that Atmalinga and destroy this entire universe. And the Ganesha did not accept that. He has become Vigna Karta. He created an obstacle for the Ravana. So this is also another lesson we can learn from this beautiful pastimes. So like that, Lord Ganesha has, wonderful pastimes we have learned and wonderful lessons also. And even in Brahma Samhita, there's a beautiful prayer. So the position of this great devotee, Lord Ganesha, has been explained. You see here, this is a prayer even we can offer on this auspicious day as well. So you all can repeat after me. I will read the verse and I'll pause for a few seconds so you can also repeat that. Yat pada pallava yugam vinidhaya kumbha Dvandve pranama samaye saganadhirajaha Vignan vihantamalamasya jagatrayasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So the meaning is, I worship the primeval Lord Govinda. Ganesha always holds his lotus feet upon the pair of tumil protruding from his elephant head in order to obtain the power of his function of destroying all obstacles on the path of progress in the three worlds. Ganesha is so thickly, so he clinches the lotus feet of Govinda. And with that, he gets the power to destroy all the obstacles for the devotees in their devotional service. So what we can learn on this auspicious day, we should also pray to Ganesha that, oh, my dear Ganesha, please help me to also get that same kind of a determination to hold always the lotus feet of Krishna. I should never ever leave the lotus feet of Krishna. Please remove all the obstacles. This is one of the prayers we should offer. And the second prayer on this day, we should also offer. Many people actually offer this prayer. What is that? Oh, Ganesha, please remove all the obstacles. Yes, this is the common prayer. All the devotees will offer. Yes, Ganesha, please remove all the obstacles in my devotional service. But apart from that, we should also offer a prayer because we heard that Ganesha is Vigna Harta and Vigna Karta. Vigna Harta means he removes or destroys all the obstacles. And Vigna Karta means he creates obstacles. Now on this day, we should also pray to Ganesha, please create obstacles whenever I do sinful activities in my life. Please create obstacles whenever I don't follow the dharma, whenever I follow adharmic principles. Please create obstacles. This is the prayer actually we should offer. One of the prayers is to remove obstacles and also create obstacles whenever my mind goes here and there, not able to properly practice Krishna consciousness. I need your help. This is the prayer. And this is the standard of prayer we need to offer. Right? And that is a position of even Ganesha also will be very happy. So the conclusion is that the worship Lord Ganesha in a proper mood that I already discussed with you all, that we should treat the minister as a minister and the prime minister as a prime minister. Like that Ganesha is having the position of Devata. He bestows all the benedictions and the blessings to all the devotees to remove obstacles. Right? And we should also pray in that same mood by knowing the position of Ganesha. So with that, I'm going to end. So before we end, let's chant one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra because that pleases Ganesha so much. So let's chant together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you so much for joining. Hare Krishna.